Bitgert airdropping $5 million to Binance users. Illegally operated mining rigs putting employee lives at risk. Kevin O'Leary says Bitcoin can easily go to 100K if this happens. Unknown users sending celebrities 0.1 ETH. Ethereum Testnet proved to be successful. New NFT creators platform coming to compete with YouTube. Zuckerberg goes to battle with Apple over the Metaverse. Chinese parents can now pay their children's fee in digital fiat. Celsius comes up with an absurd plan to rescue investors. Hello and welcome to the Daily Crypto. We are back to bring you the latest news about the market so you can have an edge over everyone else. But before we start the video, let's take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. Fear is increasing in the market as the index drops to 27 today. This is because Bitcoin has been constantly falling in price for the past 2 days now, making investors worried. As of recording this video, Bitcoin and Ethereum are trading at 21.2 and 15.89 respectively. With that being said, let's continue with the rest of the video. Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of Binance, recently sent a message on his official Twitter handle in which he requested suggestions from the cryptocurrency community for the next coin that the Binance exchange ought to add. Taking into account the responses from other users on Twitter, it is clear that the crypto community has taken notice of the remark. The Bitgert team is one of the many people that have responded to this. As a response to the tweet sent by CZ, the Bitgert team made a commitment to airdrop $5 million USD worth of BRICE to the Binance community if the BRICE coin is successfully listed. One of the main significant steps that the Bitgert project will take in 2022 will be to list its tokens on the Binance exchange. Already, Bitgert has made the announcement that negotiations with a major Tier 1 exchange have progressed to an advanced stage, according to the most recent monthly updates that were distributed by the Bitgert team a few days ago. This is the case. A South Korean corporate executive working for a prominent business group operated Ethereum mining rigs non-stop for 3 years, while obtaining the electricity for those rigs in an illegal manner. The executive is said to have produced approximately UD 30,000 worth of ETH by operating a mining equipment at a company site that he was responsible for managing. He reportedly added a second machine to his operation later on. He started his mining operations in 2019, and according to the firm, he spent USD 3,500 on electricity to power the machines, which ran 24/7 until they were eventually found in May. He continued his mining operations until they were found. When facility engineers began to experience difficulties in their work as a result of the noise and heat caused by the rigs in the workplace, the illegal activity erupted into a controversy. The news organization mentioned that several employees at the site had failed to extend their contracts this year. This refers to the current calendar year. Coming up next is Kevin O'Leary, who explains his stance as to why he thinks regulation is necessary if we want to see Bitcoin rise to 100K. Kevin O'Leary, often known as Mr. Wonderful, claims that large players in the cryptocurrency market, such as sovereign funds and pension funds, do not currently hold any Bitcoin because they do not have the proper framework in place to do so. He claims that they are very keen to acquire Bitcoin and invest part of their funds in it, but that they are unable to do so due to the need to comply with various regulatory requirements. Up until this point, the only exposure they had to Bitcoin was through the purchase of stocks in public Bitcoin mining businesses. Even while a great number of businesses and exchanges are working on a solution, the SEC will be the ultimate arbiter, and it will be up to them to decide whether or not they will permit these trillion-dollar funds to include Bitcoin in their investment strategies. Kevin believes that the price of Bitcoin may easily reach $100,000 even if they only commit 1% of their funds to it, despite the fact that they want to contribute more. An unknown user is still sending tiny amounts of ETH from a Tornado Cash wallet to the public addresses of important figures ranging from celebrities to crypto CEOs, likely in protest of the US Treasury's decision to sanction the mixing service. Meanwhile, Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin has publicly admitted to using Tornado Cash in the past for charitable purposes. An identified user or a collection of users began sending ETH 0.1 transactions from the mixer to important personalities one day after the US Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control sanctioned Tornado Cash for its alleged role in money laundering operations. Some of the more well-known characters include American television host Jimmy Fallon, Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong, basketball star Shaquille O'Neal, Mark Zuckerberg's sister Randy Zuckerberg, and a slew of other well-known celebrities such as Logan Paul and Beeple. The Goerli Testnet merge, which was Ethereum's third and final testnet merge before the blockchain transitions from its current proof-of-work mechanism, to proof of stake has ostensibly been successful. This transition will take place before the blockchain transitions to proof of stake from its current proof of work mechanism. Today at approximately 1:45 UTC, the merge was successfully completed. The Go Early testnet and the Prater testnet, which is a proof of stake beacon chain, successfully merged during the testnet merging. This event symbolizes the final test run before the actual merge takes place. The merge is a highly anticipated upgrade to Ethereum, which will take place when the existing Ethereum mainnet will combine with the beacon chain proof of stake mechanism. Ropsten and Sepolia, the two testnet merges that came before Go Early, were both substantially successful, and it appears that Go Early will be successful. Enjoying the video so far? Take a moment to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Play NFT, a platform for non-fungible tokens, is launching a new marketplace to allow Twitch streamers and YouTube creators to roll out branded non-fungible tokens with in-game utility designed for their communities. This comes amid the ongoing surge in the so-called creator economy, which enables creators to monetize their work in new ways. Play NFT is launching this marketplace in the midst of this surge. The development, which is supported by grants totaling more than USD 300,000 from a number of players in the cryptocurrency industry, such as XRP Ledger, Velas, Near, and Stacks, could provide the new platform with access to the growing pool of online creators, which includes Twitch's 9.2 million streamers and YouTube's 51 million content creators, according to a statement released by Play NFT. Mark Zuckerberg, founder and CEO of Facebook, is reportedly quoted as saying that the company is engaged in a very deep philosophical competition with Apple to build the Metaverse. Each company is attempting to determine what direction the internet should go in by building the Metaverse. Apple is a global leader in the technology industry. During this time, a government official has expressed alarm regarding Meta's virtual reality empire. The most recent turn of events follows the filing of a lawsuit by the United States Federal Trade Commission in an effort to prevent Meta from acquiring Supernatural, a virtual reality dedicated fitness software. Max Keiser has a very bullish outlook on Bitcoin in the long term, and he has a very strong case for it. When initial steps toward popular adoption of Bitcoin were taken in 2013, the conditions of the macroeconomy were not quite as precarious as they are now. People are having a hard time making ends meet as a result of inflation reaching historic highs because the price of essential needs has skyrocketed in recent years. After the Federal Reserve's most recent initiatives, it is very evident that inflation is not going to decrease anytime soon. People will need to learn how to live with it for a long time. In an environment with high inflation, Bitcoin has traditionally fared better than in other situations because investors see it as a decentralized hedge against inflation. This scenario presents an opportunity for Bitcoin to prosper because of this past trend. People will begin to learn more about Bitcoin and how it may help them stay secure from inflation during these times of uncertainty. And this will only lead to a greater mass acceptance of Bitcoin as the cryptocurrency becomes more widely known. A commercial bank in China that is owned by the state plans to test a smart contract solution that is driven by the digital yuan and will provide parents of elementary school students the ability to pay for their children's education with eCNY. The Bank of China, one of the big four state-owned commercial Chinese banks, is the organization that came up with the idea for the campaign. The city of Chengdu, which is located in the Sichuan province in central China, is where the project is being carried out. The bank has formed a partnership with the educational and financial authorities in Chengdu, and as a result, parents will soon be able to use digital currency to pay for their children's pre- and after-school clubs, as well as extracurricular activities and sports classes. In order to participate in the scheme, parents must first make a fixed deposit using digital yuan. After that, the payments are deposited into a smart contract, with the independent contractors who are in charge of operating the clubs or providing the instruction. This agreement becomes active only when the child is enrolled in a class or program of some kind. The drama that has been surrounding the ailing cryptocurrency lender Celsius continues, with a fresh omnibus reply and a PowerPoint presentation that describes plans for a standalone reorganization. One of the ideas has been called by a lawyer as being delusional. The recently submitted files shed insight on plans that Celsius has made for its future that were previously undisclosed to the public. According to the presentation, this includes a business strategy for a freestanding reorganization that provides optionality for customer recovery. This may be the aspect of this that is the most noteworthy. In the public documents, there was no additional information provided regarding the standalone reorganization that was being planned. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon because you don't want to miss out on any potential money-making news that we share. We upload daily, so stay tuned for the next video.